Okay, so we're going to talk about how you import a video into Windows Movie Maker, how you bring it down to the timeline, and how you start creating clips for it. Okay? So the first thing you need to do is you need to, of course, open up Windows Movie Maker. When you open up Windows Movie Maker, you now will need to import your video into your project. Okay? And this is how we do this. We're going to go to Import Video. Really important thing when you go to Import Video. Make sure this Create Clips for Video Files is unchecked. Most likely when you do this, it will automatically be checked. Make sure you uncheck it. Because if you keep that checked, what it'll do is it'll create little tiny clips for you, and that's not what we want it to do. We want to create those little tiny clips ourselves instead. So make sure that that is unchecked, okay? And then you're just going to navigate to wherever your video file is. For me, it's on my flash drive. I'm on my home computer. This may look a little bit different than what your computer looks like. That's because I'm using Windows 7. You'll be using Windows XP, but basically it's pretty much the same, okay? So you're going to navigate to where your video file is. Your video file will be in the public drive under Film Project and then just under Intermediate or Advanced Drama Footage, I think is what it says. But for me, it's in my flash drive. I'm going to use this Perils of the Wilderness right here, okay? Video from a couple of years ago. I have Create Clips for Video Files unchecked. I will just double click on that to import it, and now it's just one big video file, okay? So pretty easy. That's how we import video. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to take this video and we want to drag it down to the timeline. Most likely when you guys open up Windows Movie Maker, if it's on default, it'll look like this as opposed to like this. We want to be in timeline mode. This right here is storyboard mode. We want to be in timeline mode. So you're going to click to show timeline, and then you're going to take this film right here and you're going to drag it down to the timeline right there, and it'll just pop up all by itself. Okay, so now we've got our video in our timeline, we've got our video imported. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start creating clips. Basically what we want to do is we want to play the video, and we want to divide the video whenever there's a different clip. So let's just play the video of this one right here. This is just the footage right here. We got a little bit of a blue screen for a little while, and okay, there we go. We start having actual footage, okay? Let's start playing that footage until it gets to a point when action is called. Okay, you see I just played it until the point where it said action, and then I paused it. What I want to do now is I want to go over to this little button right here that says split the clip into 2 clips at the current frame. When I press that button right here, you will see I now have 2 different clips. I have one of all the stuff I don't need in my video, and then there's the rest of my footage right here, okay? So I'm going to keep playing until basically either someone messed up, or it's one whole entire take that's good, or somehow the video changes. So let's just play it and see what happens here. So it looks like this is a decent take so far. We're just doing a little pan across the classroom. Oh, look, there's Mitchell. Okay. Perhaps he'll yell cut in just a second here. Okay, so you see that when I pressed pause again, that was once the video changed. Now, I may not be exactly where I want to be right here, where I want the video to cut. I may be like a couple of milliseconds off from where I want it to cut. If you use one of these buttons right here, no, excuse me, this one right here, previous frame, you'll see if I press it once, it goes back just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, okay? So I'm going to press these little next frame buttons until I see. Okay, there it changed. Now I'm going to split that. Okay, and then I'll keep pressing play and everything until, okay, we yelled action right there. So let's go back a little bit more and, okay. that's where I want to split again. Okay? So obviously I don't want the little tiny clips right here where we're just yelling action or stuff like this, where obviously I don't need this kind of stuff in my film. Really simple. All you have to do is select it. So select it like that, select it like this, and just press delete, and it'll get rid of it. Or I can press right click, and I can go to delete like that, and it'll get rid of it. But slowly but surely, basically what you want to do is you want to play your entire film and cut every single clip so that every single clip is different, and also delete anything that you don't need along the way. Be really careful. Only delete the stuff you absolutely positively know you're not going to need. Okay? Don't start deleting things left and right, because soon you'll find out you don't have enough angles in one scene or something like that. So really be careful with that kind of stuff. Okay? Now, let's work a little bit here with showing you what the next step in the process is, which is arranging your film in order, basically. So let me play this a little while and make sure I get another clip right here. That's good. I think they had music over this part, or voiceover over this part, or something. So we'll keep playing it until he yells cut. It should be any second now. Come on. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the cut. So I'm going to previous frame this until it changes. There we go. Okay, good. So let's say that, excuse me, let's say that we wanted this, this clip in front of this clip. Really simple. All you need to do is take it and drag it to the other side of that clip, and it'll switch places. Okay? So really, it's just a three-step process. You're playing your video and cutting it where you feel necessary. You're deleting anything you absolutely positively know you don't need. And then eventually, you're rearranging your film so that it's 1, in order, and 2, all of your scenes are cut so that you have the right angles in, say, a conversation between two people. The next video will show you how to successfully cut things when you have a conversation between two people and you've got a whole bunch of different angles to work with. But this right here is just the basics of what you need to do. This is step 1. Play your whole entire film, cut your whole entire film, and then get ready for step 2, which is organizing your film and really getting down to the nitty-gritty, and I think really fun stuff with film editing and getting all those angles right. So enjoy!